What if everything you thought you knew about sin, salvation, and spiritual authority was wrong? The Gospel of Mary Magdalene, a text excluded from the Bible, challenges these very foundations. Hidden for centuries, this gospel reveals a revolutionary message. Salvation comes not from blind faith, but from personal knowledge, and the material world is an illusion to be transcended. It even suggests that Mary Magdalene, not Peter, was Jesus' chosen successor. As science and spirituality converge, this ancient wisdom feels more relevant than ever, inviting us to question, explore, and rediscover the profound truths about ourselves and the universe. The rediscovery of this lost gospel has opened the door to a new way of thinking about religion, spirituality, and the very fabric of reality. By delving into the story of this hidden text, we uncover its profound implications for personal growth, spiritual freedom, and even scientific understanding. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene, a suppressed revelation. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene, like many other Gnostic texts, was excluded from the Bible by early church authorities who sought to maintain a rigid control over Christian doctrine. Unlike the canonical Gospels, which emphasize adherence to church teachings, this Gospel promotes a deeply personal and introspective form of spirituality. One of the most striking ideas in this Gospel is the assertion that sin does not exist. Instead, Jesus teaches that what keeps humanity trapped is ignorance. Ignorance of our true nature and the spiritual reality beyond the material world. By casting aside the concept of sin as a tool for control, this gospel undermines the very foundation upon which the early church built its authority. In the Gospel of Mary, salvation does not come from obedience to religious rules or hierarchical leaders. It comes from knowledge, an inner, transformative understanding of the truth. This idea directly challenges the centralized power of the church, which positioned itself as the sole gatekeeper of salvation. The early church's decision to suppress this text was driven by a desire to maintain its control over people's beliefs, fears, and actions. The rediscovery of a lost treasure. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene might have been lost forever were it not for an extraordinary discovery in the late 19th century. In the ruins of the ancient Egyptian city of Oxyrhynchus, a German scholar unearthed fragments of a mysterious manuscript. These fragments, later identified as parts of the Gospel of Mary, revealed a radical vision of Jesus' teachings, one that prioritized spiritual knowledge over religious dogma. Over the years, more fragments were uncovered, and scholars began piecing together the text like a puzzle. What emerged was a profoundly empowering message that resonated with seekers of spiritual truth. The text wasn't fully studied until the mid-20th century, and its implications are still being explored today. Mary Magdalene, the true heir to Jesus' teachings. One of the most revolutionary aspects of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene is its portrayal of Mary herself. Far from being a marginal figure, Mary is depicted as the disciple who truly understood Jesus' teachings. According to the text, she was entrusted with spiritual knowledge that the other disciples struggled to grasp. After Jesus' departure, it was Mary, not Peter or the other male disciples, who was meant to guide the early Christian community. This directly challenges the patriarchal structure of the early church, which relegated women to subordinate roles. The Gospel portrays a moment of tension when Peter, unwilling to accept Mary's leadership, questions her authority. In response, Levi, another disciple, defends Mary, pointing out that if Jesus chose her, no one has the right to reject her. This moment highlights the deeply ingrained gender biases of the time and serves as a critique of male-dominated religious hierarchies. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene suggests that spiritual wisdom transcends gender, emphasizing understanding and insight over positions of power. The illusion of the material world. A central teaching of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene is the idea that the material world is an illusion. Jesus tells his disciples that everything we see and experience originates from a single source and will ultimately return to that source. This perspective encourages individuals to look beyond the superficial reality of the physical world and seek the deeper spiritual truths that connect all things. This concept finds remarkable parallels in modern science, particularly in the field of quantum mechanics. Scientists have discovered that at the most fundamental level, matter behaves in ways that defy our everyday understanding of reality. What appears to be solid is actually made up of energy, vibrations, and waves. Even Max Planck, the father of quantum theory, famously stated, "There is no matter as such. All matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force." This scientific insight mirrors the Gospel's message that the material world is not the ultimate reality. Instead, it is a temporary illusion that we can transcend through knowledge and spiritual awakening. Both ancient wisdom and modern science point to the idea that consciousness plays a central role in shaping our experience of reality. Breaking free from fear and control, the early church relied on the concept of sin to maintain control over its followers. By instilling guilt and fear, it positioned itself as the sole path to salvation. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene dismantles this notion, teaching that salvation comes from personal insight rather than adherence to external authority. Jesus' teachings in this gospel emphasize self-discovery and inner wisdom. He encourages his disciples to overcome fear and ignorance, urging them to recognize their inherent connection to the divine. This message is profoundly liberating, as it empowers individuals to take responsibility for their own spiritual journey, rather than relying on intermediaries. The idea that sin is merely a construct used to manipulate people was groundbreaking, especially in a time when religious institutions wielded immense power. The Gospel invites us to question the structures and beliefs that keep us trapped in cycles of fear and suffering, offering a path to true freedom. The intersection of science and spirituality. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene is how its teachings align with modern scientific discoveries. Quantum mechanics, for instance, has revealed that reality is far more fluid and interconnected than we once believed. Particles can exist in multiple places at once, communicate instantaneously across vast distances, and even change their behavior based on observation. This challenges our traditional understanding of the physical world and suggests that consciousness plays a fundamental role in shaping reality. Visionaries like physicist David Bohm have proposed that the universe is a vast interconnected web of energy, a concept strikingly similar to the Gospel's idea of a unified source from which all things originate. The parallels between ancient spiritual wisdom and modern science suggest that these two fields, often viewed as opposites, are converging toward a shared understanding of the universe. Both point to a deeper reality beyond what we can perceive with our senses, offering profound insights into the nature of existence. The role of consciousness. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene emphasizes the importance of consciousness in understanding the truth of existence. Jesus' teachings in this text suggest that awareness and understanding are the keys to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. This idea is echoed by modern physicists, some of whom believe that consciousness might be the fundamental force that underlies all of reality. Erwin Schrödinger, a pioneer of quantum theory, once argued that reality itself is a product of consciousness. This perspective aligns with the Gospel's message that we have the power to transcend the illusions of the material world by expanding our awareness and tapping into our inner wisdom, a call to spiritual liberation. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene is more than a historical artifact, it is a call to spiritual liberation. Its teachings challenge us to break free from the fear, ignorance, and societal constructs that keep us trapped in a limited understanding of ourselves and the world. By embracing the Gospel's message, we can embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. This journey requires us to question authority, explore our own consciousness, and seek the hidden truths that lie beyond the surface of everyday life. Resonating with modern critiques in an age where many people are rethinking traditional religious teachings, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene resonates deeply. Its rejection of rigid hierarchies and emphasis on personal spiritual growth align with contemporary critiques of organized religion. Many individuals today are seeking a direct personal connection to the divine, one that doesn't rely on intermediaries or dogma. The Gospel's message is especially empowering for those who feel alienated by patriarchal structures and institutional control. It reminds us that spiritual wisdom is accessible to everyone, regardless of gender or social status, and that the path to truth lies within ourselves. The timeless wisdom of Mary Magdalene. The teachings of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene are as relevant today as they were in ancient times. They encourage us to look beyond the illusions of the material world and recognize the profound interconnectedness of all things. By doing so, we can transcend fear, ignorance, and suffering, unlocking the immense potential within us. As modern science continues to explore the mysteries of consciousness and the nature of reality, it is uncovering truths that align with ancient spiritual wisdom. This convergence of science and spirituality offers a powerful reminder that the boundaries we once thought existed between these fields are dissolving, revealing a deeper, unified understanding of existence. The journey to deeper knowledge. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual freedom. It challenges us to question the beliefs and structures that hold us back, urging us to seek the truth within ourselves. By embracing this message, we can unlock the power to transform our reality and connect with the deeper truths of existence. As we explore the intersections of ancient wisdom and modern science, we are reminded that the path to knowledge is endless. The journey to uncover our true selves has only just begun. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene is not just a historical text. It is a profound invitation to rethink the nature of reality, spirituality, and our place in the universe. By challenging the structures of power, the concept of sin, and the illusion of the material world, it offers a transformative perspective that empowers us to discover the truth within ourselves. In a time when science and spirituality are beginning to intersect, the timeless wisdom of this gospel reminds us that the answers we seek are both ancient and eternal. It calls us to break free from fear, embrace inner knowledge, and explore the limitless potential of consciousness. The journey to uncover this truth is not just a step toward understanding the universe. It is a step toward rediscovering ourselves.